Hello, and welcome back to Crash Course Metal. Normally we're bringing you really positive and upbeat messages about bands that were highly influential to us in the 80s. And today, unfortunately, we have a much sadder note to bring to the table. It is with great mourning and loss that we bring you a message about the passing of one of the best hard rock and glam metal singers of the 1980s, by far, Mr. Jack Russell of Great White. Now, Great White was absolutely one of the biggest bands of the late 80s, and really they were honestly great because of Jack Russell's voice. His voice was the front and the main thing driving Great White. Otherwise, they would have just been another hair metal band, honestly. But, Jack has left us at 63 years old after battling multiple system atrophy and Lewy body dementia, as reported by Rolling Stone. His family statement said, "With tremendous sadness, we announced the loss of our beloved Jack Patrick Russell, father, husband, cousin, uncle, and friend. Jack passed peacefully in the presence of his wife, Heather, his son, family, and there were many friends surrounding Jack. It sounded like he had a great passing on to his next journey. For those of you who don't know Great White, they got their start in the late 70s, 1977, but they had a breakthrough success about 10 years later, and it was mainly because of MTV. They released the album Once Bitten, and it had a hit single called Rock Me, and it was just blazing all over MTV, Headbangers Ball, but it really wasn't until their follow-up, 1989's Twice Shy. It was twice as successful, it was Grammy nominated, and it went multi-platinum. So by far, that was their most successful venture up to that point. But again, I have to say, bar none, Great White would just be another metal band out there, but Jack Russell's voice took that band to a new height. I don't want to downplay all their other efforts because their guitar player, Mark Hindle, all these guys, they were very influential to me. They inspired me to play guitar during that time period in my life, so I shouldn't play down their part to it. But I'm telling you right now, Jack Russell's voice was astronomical. I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to Ed. He wants to fill in some of the blanks on their history and let you know a little bit more about Great White, but it's with tremendous sadness that we're making this announcement.
In May of this year, Jack Russell announced his retirement from touring. Obviously, most likely due to health issues, and here we are today. In his statement, he was very gracious. And most importantly, he states, "Thank you for letting me live my dreams. You have made my life a wonder. I can only imagine." But that tells you a little bit about who he must have been and how he affected people, and that's how he affected any Gen Xers, me, Joey, Crash Course. What we try to bring across is the energy, the MTV, the rock stardom that unfortunately may or may not still be there. We believe it is. After the height of their success, there were some bumps in the road. There was a fire in Rhode Island in 2003, killed 100 people, injured 230 plus probably, and unfortunately killed the guitar player at the time, Ty Longley. Unfortunately, that's one of the things that Great White changed the rules on in nightclubs. You can't use pyrotechnic effects anymore. He had a high register that nobody could reach, and a lot of people tried, a lot of people replaced, and a lot of people subbed in for him, but very few people actually got to places where he actually got to with his vocal register and what he accomplished. We're reaching out to everybody, just sharing our grief, saying how great Jack Russell was. He could never be replaced. And rest in peace. Here's to you, Jack Russell. Cheers.